Hello. Is there anybody there? Oh. Hi, Helen. Can you see me and hear me okay? Another Helen. All okay, lovely. I did just start another live off and my camera hadn't turned round, so I had to finish that one and delete it. Hi, Anne. Hopefully my light's not going to start flickering tonight. Hi, Heather. Oh dear, hasn't the weather been awful today? Poor old dog got absolutely drenched when he went for a walk today. Mind you, so did we. Brought him back and gave him a bath. Is there anybody else going to join us? How is everybody? Hi Susan. Hi David. It's dry. It's been absolutely chucking it down here today, Helen. Hi. Is that Phil or is that Karen? Hi Sandra. Hi Anne. Hi Elaine. Just having a slurp of my drink. Oh, it's Karen. Hi Karen. Hi Jeanette. Right. Hi Donna. Yeah, I know, Helen. I think all of a sudden the weather's just changed and it's very wintry. It's soggy in Scarborough. I know. It's same here, David. I managed to get a dry spell yesterday to take the dog out, but today, no chance. Hi, Carol. Oh, we've got a few people joining now, so I'll just hang on a minute and wait. So you've got me for the next. Phil will be with you on Thursday, hopefully. Whether he changes that to Friday or not, I don't know. After he's on television tomorrow. Hi, Wilbur. So for the next 2 weeks, you've got me Monday both weeks and Thursday for the first week. So I think that's Monday the 7th, Monday the 14th, and Thursday the 10th. They refuse to go out, do they? Our dog, I don't know whether people have seen him in the group today. I put a picture of him up, but he's white, and all he does is he heads for the muddiest puddles and walks right through the middle, and he loves a bath, which is probably good anyway. Hi Brenda. You're not late, Wilbur. We haven't started anything yet. I'm just waffling. Hi Vicky. Wilbur, are you just listening? You can watch it back later, can't you? Right, I think we'll get started. So, you know me quite well by now, and you know that I love construction. So tonight we've got another construction card. Not too difficult this time, but still. Hi Wendy. Still construction. Hi Marie. So the card that we're going to be making tonight is this one. So if I tip it up, you can see that it folds, and you can fold it flat. And let me just get my ruler. When you fold it flat, it folds into a 16 by 18. So, or you could fold it flat like that, but then you've got the depth of the flowers on there. Thank you. And obviously I'm using the new Floral Finery. That's my dies. You see, I've got everything in a tray here that I'm going to be using. Aren't I organised? So, the new Floral Finery. So you've got the Whimsy Foliage. Hi, Julie. New flowers are gorgeous, aren't they, Lynn? So you've got the Whimsy Foliage, the Perfect Petals, and that's the one with the lines at the tips of the flowers. Then you've got the upside down, you've got the lacy tips, and these obviously have got the pattern at the end of the tips. That one's fallen off. Then you've got the dotty tips, and they've got the dots, the debossed dots at the end of the tips. And then we've got the Wonderfully Plain, and these are completely plain, so you can stamp on them as we're going to do tonight, or you can emboss them, or you can do anything on them. And I'm sure Phil will have some stamps like he had before that we can stamp onto them. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, the foliage is nice, isn't it, Sue? And we're also going to be using, I think I always choose what Phil uses on his Monday Lives, and we don't talk, well, we do talk to each other, but we don't discuss what we're going to be using. And I know he used the Doodle Dainty Dots last night as well, so you've got them again tonight. And also the sentiment we're going to be using is the Relatives sentiments from the Just Saying sentiments, and I haven't quite decided what we're going to be using tonight. So I've die cut all of the flowers out beforehand, and where have I put them? You can see that we've got a selection of them here. Now we're using a lot of luster card tonight, so we're going to have a little bit of glimmer on them. So we're going to be stamping on some and using the luster and the plain white. The dainty dots, they're so versatile. You can use them with loads of things, can't you? So the card that I'm using tonight, great big bunch of them here. So you've got the powder blue luster card. Then you've got the rose petal luster card. Fresh mint. Pale gold. Then the cardstock we're using is ice white. Lovely construction weight the ice white is. And also I'm going to be using the Delightfully Daisy paper pack. So I've got everything cut out beforehand, and I've got all the measurements for you. So yeah, Donna, they're really nice, aren't they? Yeah, I know. And Phil used powder blue last night as well, didn't he, Sue? Great minds think alike. Well, that's what I like to think anyway. Who am I kidding? Right, let's get going. So, the base of the card is 22, just wait for my iPad to catch up, 22 centimetres by 18. Oops, a bit too close. And you're going to score that at 3 centimetres and 6 centimetres from one end. So that's the base. Iron it. And then you're going to cut 4 pieces, and these are both out of the Ice White card, and these are 22 centimetres in length by 3.5. Ah, brilliant. They're so useful. Hi, Marlene. Are you still taking names, Karen, for the Layered Differently dies? So this one's 22 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres, and you're going to cut 4 of those. And as with the other piece, we're scoring at 3 centimetres and 6 centimetres, just at one end. So that's those there, and I've already got them scored. So that's the card base, and then we've got one piece of the pattern paper that is 17.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres, and you just want one of those. This one is to go, it's a long list. So if anybody on the live is wanting the Layered Differently dies, then please phone the shop or message Karen, and she will add your name to the list for when they come in. I know they have been reordered. Right, so this piece here is the piece that's going to fit inside on the back there. And all I've done with this one is I've gone round the edge of it with fossilised amber. Hi, Jackie. So I've gone that round that with the fossilised amber. Now I've done most of these, but I've just left one to show you. So that one is for the back of the card. Then we've got the strips here that are going to go onto here, and they are 15 centimetres by 3 centimetres, and you want 4 of those. That's to fit on the big section. So you want 4 of those. And again, I've gone round the edge with the fossilised amber. I think I've just got one there to show you how to do, so we'll do that in a minute. And then you've got tiddly tiny ones that are 3 centimetres by 2.5, and you want 8 of those. And these pieces are to go on the scored pieces. So each one's got 2, so you can see that there. So they're going to go on there. Now I think I've edged all of those. So I'll just show you how I edge this one. Move my ruler out the way. I know normally I use the finger daubers. I don't think I've got one out, no. But for this one, because there's quite, you found me, have you, Mags? Brilliant. Because we've got quite a bit to cover, I'm using it with a brush. So I just load the brush up and just take it over the edge, just doing it in circular motions and just covering the edge of the paper. So go all the way. I'm sure you didn't want to sit there and watch me doing all of them. Hi, Kathleen. So we'll just do these and then we'll start putting things together. So as you can see there, we've got it all edged, and that was in the fossilised amber. Oops. I have to wait for my iPad to catch up so that I know exactly where to put it. So that's all of those edged. Then we can start to put it together. Let's just wipe that so that we don't get it everywhere. All I use is just normal water and a microfiber cloth, and as you can see, it's well used. Move that off to one side. Right, so for the 4 strips of card, we're going to add the strips of paper, the pattern paper, and these were 15 centimetres by 3. All right, where's my glue? There's my glue. Ah, that's it. You confused me when you came on as Honeypot Crafts because I didn't know whether it was you or Phil. So adding glue to the back and put it centrally on there. I think I've cut those slightly too short. So I think they want it to be 22.5 centimetres. No, 15.5 centimetres. They did. So, hang on, let me correct it. So these strips here, they wanted to be 15.5 centimetres, not 15. Is it, Kathleen? I keep washing it. So yeah, correction for these strips, they should be 15.5. So mine are just slightly too short, but they'll all be the same, so they won't look odd. I know they won't be right. And if I was making it normal time, I'd correct it. But I'll leave it as it is tonight. Hopefully I've got all the other measurements right. See, we're not perfect. Hi Janice, we've only just started. So you can watch it on catch up. So the glue that I'm using is Phil's Premium PVA glue. And all I do is decant it into a smaller bottle so that I don't get as much glue coming out all at once, and it saves you glue as well. You don't use as much. All right, last one. I need to apologise, Janice. Right. So then we need to add all of the little ones. So these were 3 centimetres by 2.5, and we've got 8 of these little critters. So let's get sticking. If I'd have thought about it earlier, I'd have stuck these on, but here we go. We'll do it quickly. Where's my tweezers? Oh, thanks, Janice. So, at least I got the right measurements for these. Right, there we go. So, who's had a go at making the card that Phil made last night on the live? I haven't seen anything on Facebook. Kathleen, I know they're on pre-order on the website. I don't know if they've sold out or not. I'm sure Karen will come on and let us know. Yeah, well, what I use to dry up with is an old muslin, like a baby one that you throw over your shoulder for to burp the baby, and that's fairly dirty as well. It gets a lot of use. Yeah, I know, Elaine. I've just had some goodies arrive today, but I can't tell you what they are. That's horrible tease, isn't it? There's a few sold out of the new flowers. Right, we knew they'd be popular because they're lovely. And they're nice and small in size as well, aren't they? So, just a few more, 2 more. So who's actually ordered the new floral dies? I know Elaine has. I've had a good teacher, Elaine. I know Elaine's got them. I don't know who else has got them. Right, so that's all of those pieces stuck on. Now we're going to attach it to the card base, and that was 22 centimetres by 18. So if you remember, Janice, well, 2's better than nothing, isn't it? And they match all of the others as well, so I'm sure they'll get plenty of use. Just have a sip of my drink. Right, so the big piece was scored at 3 and 6 centimetres, and you want to valley fold. I'll start at the outside, mountain fold the first one and valley fold the next. So you've got a bit of a Z fold going on at the top there. And it doesn't matter if you've only got one, because they're so versatile. You can make so many different shapes and styles of flowers. And then the other 4 pieces, you've also scored at 3 and 6 on them. But this time we're going to put the folds the other end. And again, folding the same so that you've got the Z fold, but it's going the opposite direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to space them out before we glue them. And I'm going to put the top and the bottom and then work out where the other 2 go. So I'll put the top one in place, and we're only going to be using that one hinge there. So using my, oh, pull my stopper out my glue. Oh no. There we go. I think I need a new little glue bottle. What size does it fold flat to? I think it was 16 by 18, Helen. I'll have a look for you in a minute. So what you want to do is add the glue to the back of that first flap, and you want to line it up in the corner and make sure that it's level along the top of the card. So there's just that one piece that's attached, and the same on the bottom. Add glue to that one piece, and we're going to do the same on the bottom of the card. So lining it up in the corner, fold the card flat, make sure it's flat, and then you've got another piece on there. So these 2, I'm going to, I think it ends up with about 1 centimetre in the middle of these. Just over 1 centimetre. Yeah, just over 1 centimetre. So keep one in place, and add glue to the back of that one there. And line it up with the edge. Oops. And stick it into place. And the same with the last one. Glue on this little piece. And then you can see where this one goes because it fits in between. Thanks, Helen. I enjoy doing them. I love teaching. Right, so there you can see they're equally spaced and they're all just stuck on that one edge. So before we stick the other end down, we're going to put the pattern paper in. So this was the one that measures 17.5 by 12.5, and this is going to go centrally in between the fold there and the fold there. So let's add some glue to the back of this. Not sure if Phil's going to join us tonight or if he's watching, but I know he's trying to catch up before his holiday, so I'm not sure if he'll grace us with his presence tonight. There's always so much to do before you go away on holiday, isn't there? Oh, thanks, Helen. Oh, of course he is. He's going to the hotel, isn't he? Yeah. I remember he goes down the night before. So now you can see what we're going to do with this. These fold over and we're going to be sticking them on there. So if you fold the Z fold in on the bottom layer so that that's flat, and then you're just going to adhere the longer strip onto it. You can see how it goes. There we go. If we fold them all up, you can see that it's going to match up there. So we'll stick those in place. And all I do is put it down and then lift it up, but mark with my thumb or my nail where it's going to be stuck. So that when we put that down there, line it up. That's it. And again, just here. Yeah, we could do, David. Have you got any gossip? Because I think you've known him for ages, haven't you? And last one. Even when he's there, we do, don't we? So that's all stuck down. Let me put my lid on the glue. So you can see now that we've got the mechanism. That wasn't too difficult, was it? Nearly 8 years, wow. So you can decide which way you want it, whether you want it with that bit on the right, or you could have it like this way and have it on the left. Up to you. Shall we do it a different way? No, I think we'll do it this way. Yeah, we'll do it the same way. So, right, what have we got next? Flowers. So let's bring all of the flowers in. Is that all of them? Yep. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with the bigger flower in the middle there, and I've got the white in the centre. Then I've got 2 blue, and I'm going to use the clear the plain ones on top. I'll go through which ones that I've used in a second. Let me just sort out which way they're going. So like that, and then we've got a pink and a white and a pink and a white. So we'll put all of the foliage over to one side until we've got the flowers sorted. So let's stamp these. So these ones are the plain ones. So that is the Wonderfully Plain, and you can see the one that I've got turned over there is the one that I've used, and that's the 4-petal one, and I've just cut that out of ice white card. So that's that one, and we're going to stamp the Doodle Dainty Dots. Oh, you can see I've stamped something else as well with the Doodle Dainty Dots. So where's my stamp? Here's my stamp. Right, so I'm going to put these in place and put that over the top. And then we can pick it up. Oh, oh. Where's that gone? Oh, it's dropped on the floor. Right, there we go. So I think I'm going to use speckled egg on this one, because the speckled egg goes quite nicely with the powder blue luster card. So we're just going to ink up lots of pressing, make sure they cover the stamps, and then press quite hard because you want to make sure you've covered them completely. Right, yes. So let me take that out because I'm going to be using that again later. So you can see here that we've got them in speckled egg, and I've just put them on the plain ones, and that's going to be the centre for those. You can see it matches it really well, doesn't it? Right, so now we need to shape them. Oh, thanks, Leslie. I love my construction. Right, shaping that. So we'll do the middle one first, and you've seen this done plenty of times before, haven't you, that we just use a ball tool on the back to shape the petals, and then turn it over and press in the middle, and that just gives it a nice shape. Aren't they lovely, the lacy tipped ones? And the same with the other one on the back of it, and this one is the rose petal luster card. I think the luster card's gorgeous. Adds a bit of class and elegance to your card. Yes, I am going to faffle in. I think the faffing makes it, doesn't it? So I'll add some glue in there and put this one in the centre, and then we can shape these. And the bottom layer for this one is the Perfect Petals, and you can see again that's the one that I've used that's turned over. Let me lift it up so that you can actually see the Nobody faffs like Phil. That sounds like nobody puts Babe in the corner. So there's 2 of those, and that's from the powder blue Lustre card. And these were the plain ones, and we stamped on those with the Doodle Dainty dots and speckled egg. So again, however you shape your flowers, you don't need to shape them like me, but I just think it gives it a realistic shape. So with this one, I'm not actually going to shape the top layer. I'm going to leave them straight. Ooh, I know. So we add glue to the centre of this. Hi Sue. How you feeling? Hope you're not feeling too bad. So add those in the centre there. And just by alternating the shape of the flowers on each layer, you get a different look. So if you look at the difference between those 2, you can see that that one's curved over and this one is sticking up. So it just gives a different look to different flowers. So let's add those on there. We'll put gems in them in a minute. So we've got the 2 of these ones now. The centre is from, I think it's Fresh Mint. Let me find the packaging. Yeah, Fresh Mint Lustre card. And this one is the Pale Gold Lustre card. The smaller of the flowers is the same one that we used before, the Perfect Petals, and it's that one. And the other one is the Lacy Tip. Dropped one there. And it is that one there. So we'll get those shaped. Yeah, if you try and shape them in different ways, I know Lozzie pinches the leaves together, which gives a completely different shape. And some people shape them like this, or you can, like Phil did last night, he shaped them up and kept them up like that. So it just gives a different look. What should we do with these, shall we? I'm going to do like Lozzie does and pinch them. Oh, there we go. So all I'm doing is, oh, that's gone the wrong way. That's a good start, isn't it? Hey, Sue. Sue used to come to my workshops, so that's why she recognises my voice. And the other one, it does give different dimension, Lynn. Yeah. It just makes the flowers look so different. So you can see now that we've got a completely different shape there. So we'll get these stuck together. So glue in the centre. There was quite a few samples this time, wasn't there, Karen? I think we all loved the flowers. So again, you've just got the different look for those. And lastly, we've got the Rose Petal Lustre card, and the smaller ones are in the Ice White. And the pink ones are from the Dotty Tips, and you can see the one that I've turned over here, and the white ones are from the Lacy Tips. I haven't tried the new ones with vellum yet, no. And the small one there is the one that I've used for the white ones. So we'll give these a shape. It's quite quick and easy to do these like this. And I'm just going to get a smaller stick just to press in the middle. And all I'm going to do with the smaller ones, as you've probably just seen me do, is just press in the middle there. And add the glue. I've got an itchy nose. What does that mean? Means something, doesn't it? Does it mean does it mean you're telling a lie? I'm not. Right. So we've got all of those. So let's bring them back in. Oh, lovely. Yeah, hubby cooked my tea tonight as well. Thanks, Karen. See you again. Karen's off for a tea. So we've now got to decide which pearls and gems that we're going to be adding. So I've got some, I think that's aqua, and I'm going to put those in the middle of Be Made Mad or Kissed by a Fool. Yeah, Susan, I don't know how I started it. It's probably just to remind me when I come to do my instructions which ones I've done. So I thought it would be helpful to the people that are watching so that they can see which dye I've used. So I think I'm going to use the big one on this and press it in with tweezers. I couldn't work without my tweezers. Hi Sue, how are you? So I'm pleased it helps turning the flowers over. Right, so this one, what should we do with this one? I think we'll put a, I think this is Sugar Pink gem in the middle of this one. And press it down. Oh, have you been away, Sue? Oh, was it you last night that Phil was talking to? Have you been to Tenerife? And for the smaller ones, I'm going to use the pink again. I bet you've had lovely weather, haven't you? Much better than we've had here. Oops. So I know I've had a couple of requests to do some videos to show people how I made certain cards, so I will get on to those. Oops. But obviously I've got to get the lives done for the next couple of weeks first. So once I get some time, I will get them done for you. I know Helen Pattinson was asking for one, and there was somebody else that asked for one as well. And I think in these, I'm going to use the champagne gems. So I'll get those two out and put the lid on. Again, I'm using Phil's PVA glue to add the gem in the centre. So who's going to be watching Phil tomorrow on Hobby Maker? He's on at 1 and 4. I think for once I can actually watch it live tomorrow. Last week, oh no, the last time he was on a fortnight ago, I was on holiday, so we were out and about. So that's the arrangement we're going to have on the card. So what we'll do to start off with is we need to do the sentiment. So we'll start with that one. With my original card, I'm reading your comments. Sue and Vicky are hoping to watch. Yeah, this one I've done a circular one, so I've changed it up tonight, and I'm going to use the octagonal one. And these are from the Deboss double stitched octagons. You see that? I've not got the original packaging. Sometimes we don't get the original packaging when we get them sent out to us. So we're using those, and apologies for the glare. I'll show you the ones that are turned over. If you can see the two that are turned over there, that's the two that I'm using for the sentiment. Okay, Sue, no worries. I know it's difficult when people are working, isn't it, that you can't watch it live. So the base of it, I'm going to stick flat. So we can, so that will go on there like that. And then this is the next die down in size, so that one will be raised up on foam pads, but we'll get that into the stamping platform. And you all know that I love my piece of acetate, so I'm going to fix this in the corner, and I'm just going to wedge it in place with my magnets, and then so that we can arrange. So my piece of acetate I put on there so that I can arrange all of my letters and words. Thanks, Sue. Nice and light, aren't they? So I think on this one I'm going to put to the best daughter. So this will be for my daughter Leanne's birthday in the world. I know she's my only daughter, but she is the best daughter in the world. So with my piece of acetate in place, I would get the one in the middle, move it up, in first. I would then put the words above it and the words below it. Oh, faffing. So that way you can have them on the acetate and you can move them around so that you get them in the right place. Let me just, I've moved that now. I'm probably shouting now because I'm right next to my camera. There we go. Oh, what's not level? Something's not level. Right, so I think that will do. And then we're going to I haven't got any plans to come up to Sheffield at the minute, Sue, but I'm sure I will be coming again at some stage. Maybe Sue Holmes will want to come with me. What do you think, Sue? Do you fancy a trip to Sheffield? And go to one of Phil's workshops? So what I've used for this one is the VersaFine Claire Nocturne. And I think we just need to add a little more. It does make it so easy to do them all together, David. I know a lot of people have adopted using the acetate like that, and it also means that if you've stamped with your stamps before and you haven't quite cleaned them properly, it saves the colour coming off your stamps onto your card. Oh, lovely, Sue, thank you. It's nice to be able to go, because although we do the designing and everything, it's also nice to take part and just sit back and be told what to do. Not that I always do what I'm told. I always have to go off-piste. But it's nice to get a little bit of gentle persuasion into one direction or another. So, right, that is our sentiment. So I'm just going to blot that so that I don't get it all over, because the glue is quite wet. And then we're going to put this onto foam tape, weren't we? Oh, I've got a little fly crawling about. Oh, just going to get that on. I think we'll just have to trim that one up a little bit. There we go. So take the backing off there and put that on. And then we're going to add some glitter around the edge. So this time I'm going to go with the Diamond Dazzle. Oh, look, I've got my mucky mitts all over there. I said that we'd do it so that it didn't get mucky, and then it has got mucky. So one way, if you use, top tip, there you go, ring my bell, I remembered to, is use a brush, and that way you don't wipe across your work and smear your ink. So if you've done any rubbing out or you've got anything on there, just use a paintbrush to wipe everything away. I know, Sue, ding ding, I did remember. I got it there ready and waiting. So where should we put the glitter? I think we'll put the glitter around the top one. And we'll just go all the way around the edge. It's difficult with having the camera right in front of me. You have to do it at an angle. So apologies if it's not that accurate. All right. So there we go. We've got glitter around the edge of that. So I'm just going to pick that up and put the rest of it back in the jar, because these jars go an awful long way. What time are we? Oh, 5 to 8. Not doing too badly. Put the lid on. And then we can leave that to dry whilst we put the flowers in place. So I'm just going to flatten this out, and we are going to use glue gel for this. So as usual, I've put the foil back on there, and we need to keep that so that we can put it back in place, and also squeeze the glue to the top so that it doesn't dry out. So I'll put that on there, and this one is going to go in the middle, and the blue ones are going to go each side. So I'll put some on there as well. So who's already making their Christmas cards? Anybody? And the yellow. So the blue ones are stuck just on the edge of that and that one. Pink ones off there. You've made most of your... Oh, you've finished. Wow. I'm just hoping to get some time to be able to make mine. So these go on the edge of the top and the bottom ones. And then we've got the small little pink ones. The lacy flowers are lovely, aren't they, Sue? Just started your Christmas cards. I don't think I've got any. That's probably a bit too much there. Let's take a bit off. That's it. That'll do both of them. Yeah, I don't think I've made... Well, I've obviously made them this year, but for samples. So if you put the... Squeeze your glue to the top of the tube and then put your foil back in place before you screw the lid on, if I can find it. Where's my lid? And then you can screw the lid back on and that should keep it from drying out. No, Cooper's not helping tonight. I've shut the door so he won't be very happy with me. But better than that, he starts barking if he hears something. So yeah, I always shut the door of my craft room. So there you can see that we've got it all arranged round in a crescent shape. And the sentiment is going to go just here. So we'll do that next. And for the sentiment, it only needs to be glued on the top part of it, if you can see, and the bottom part. So only part the way up and part the way down. Can you see that there? Yes, you can. So you only need to add the glue to the top half and the bottom half. So make sure that that's the right way. So up to about there. Oops. And down to about there. And put that in place and lay it flat to stick it down. We've got fireworks outside at the minute. I'm not quite sure how they're getting them to go off when it's raining, but yes, they are. These sentiments, the Just Saying ones, they're a lovely mixture of fonts. So you can mix the fonts up together and they go so well together. So there we go. And we've just got to put the foliage in place now. So I've got the pale gold and the fresh mint. And we're just going to put these... You could put flat flowers inside, just that if you put it down, put it flat to post it, they might get a little bit crushed. But you could keep it up like this and make a box for it. And I think we're just going to batter in the flour, tuck these under here. So I'll add a little bit of glue gel. Thank you, Vicky. So as you know, Phil always does his foliage so that it bends both ways. And hopefully I've left enough space with the foam pads underneath that we can just pop them under there. So each of the foliage, they have a right hand facing and a left hand facing. Ah, using Christmas papers. That's a good idea, Susan. Sorry you're not feeling very well. Just put that down. Hold that down with my tweezers. That's not sticking. No, you're not sticking. Put some more glue on. There we go. And then I'm also going to tuck under, I cut the plain ones as well, and I'm just going to slot those under there, like that. Let's have them overlapping a little bit. Right, so let's put my glue gel back in place. Hi Karen. Right, put that out of the way. And then we can add the foliage underneath. Now I'm just going to shape these a little bit. You can add Diamond Dazzle, Diamond Dust to these, but I think I'm just going to leave these plain tonight, so they can be slotted under there. It will pick up the glue gel that's underneath the flower, and again the opposite facing one, just using my finger and thumb just to fold the end of the flowers up and tuck it underneath. Once it's dry, you could always put a little bit of glue down here and secure it down so that it is more secure. So level my flowers up a bit. I think they're all nice and level. And I think we'll have some, oh, get that stray piece off. I think we'll have some random, I think we'll use the blue pearls, and I think we will put one up there and one just there. And this is just the PVA glue, and I'm going to stick the aqua pearls on that. Thank you, Janice. Well, I hope people have liked it, and yeah, Karen, I'm going to save it onto my YouTube channel as well, so it'll be available on the Facebook group, and also it'll be on my YouTube channel. So if you're subscribed to that, then you'll be able to watch that at any time. Thank you, Susan. You're welcome. So let's give you a close-up. So you've got all of the different flowers folded differently and arranged all the way round. You could do this with the poinsettias, and you can see there, oops, that isn't fixed properly. I'll do that in a minute. So you've got the foliage under there, and I love this lacy, whimsy foliage. It is classy. I think what makes it classy is the luster card. You could also do it out of luster paper. Thanks, Georgine. And add the different coloured pearls and gems in there, and use all of your different coloured papers. With this one, I've edged it, but with this one, I've left the edges plain. And with this one, I've glittered the foliage, whereas this one, I've left it plain. And obviously the sentiment on this one's circular, and then we've got the octagonal one. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's see if I can get them side by side. And you give it a go. Just have a drink. If anybody's got any questions on how it's made, or you want me to repeat any sizes, then just send me a message or ask me the question in this group and I'll try and answer them for you. Otherwise, thank you for spending your evening with me, or for the last hour or so. And I look forward to seeing the cards that you make. Thank you ever so much. And I will speak to you all on Thursday in the happy hour. I think she will, Sue. She's a very girly girl. Yeah, so I'll speak to you all in the happy hour on Thursday, and then I will see you for the live on Monday. Have a good evening, and I hope the weather improves for all of you, and all of those that are poorly, hope you get well soon. I know a couple of you are feeling a bit under the weather. And yeah, that's it from me. Over and out. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye.